people. Crimes like the one we're about to describe happen in Russia every day. And this is how it can happen.
Hermitage Capital Management is an investment firm that started in 1996 to focus on the Russian equity market. And I founded it in partnership with the late Edmund Safra. We were the largest foreign portfolio investor in Russia. Everything had been going beautifully with the business. We had been growing the fund. We had been making money for our investors. We had been stamping out corruption in the companies we invested in. But as often happens when you step on enough toes, eventually certain people get angry with you.
November the 13th, 2005, when he was returning home to Moscow from a business trip, Bill Browder was refused entry at the airport. What happened next was very different from what Bill had expected. Enter Lieutenant Colonel Artem Kuznetsov of the Tax Crimes Unit at the Moscow Ministry of the Interior, who a few weeks after Bill Browder's appeal to the first Deputy Prime Minister Medvedev to reissue his entry visa, telephoned Hermitage.
Lieutenant Colonel Artem Kuznetsov called up my head of research, and he said to him, "I understand that the CEO of your company wishes to get a visa to visit our country, and I'm responsible for writing the report. Before I write the report, I'd like to have an informal meeting, show you a few papers, ask a few questions. Depending on how you behave and what you provide in this meeting will be the determining factor in whether the visa gets issued or not."
Hermitage rejected this extortion attempt and refused to meet or talk with Kuznetsov. But Kuznetsov had his own plans. On June the 4th, 2007, Lieutenant Colonel Kuznetsov led a team of 25 officers in a raid on the Hermitage Moscow offices, taking servers, computers, and documents. The official reason he gave for this raid was that one of the Hermitage companies, Kameya, had supposedly underpaid dividend withholding tax. This was not true. Not only had Kameya paid up its tax, but the Russian tax authorities certified in writing that it had overpaid them by as much as 4 million rubles.
In addition to Kuznetsov raiding our offices, he then joined an ongoing raid on the same day at the offices of our law firm, Firestone Duncan. One of their young lawyers protested. Instead of trying to explain whatever their legal logic was, they took him into a conference room, beat him viciously, arrested him for resisting the search. He was fined 15,000 rubles to get out of jail, and then he was in hospital for 2 weeks, having to recover from his beating.